So here we are today at Cushendun Cave, made famous by Game of Thrones. In line with Halloween, we're going to tell a ghost story or two. The first one relates to Rathlin Island with three fishermen. In a storm, forced to put into Bruce's cave. In the cave, they decided to have a brew. They sat up on a very smooth stone. They started to brew the tea. They had the 3 cups, and all of a sudden from behind them, from the rock face, a ghostly hand came out, holding a cup. The 3 of them dare not look and see who this was. They simply filled the cup with tea, and the hand disappeared back into the rock face. They drank their tea and they quickly left.
Hello, welcome to Bonamargie Abbey at the bottom of Glenshesque, just outside Ballycastle. This was the home of Julia McQuillan, the Black Nun, who was a member of the friary here. This place, this monastery, was built by the McQuillans around about 1490, 1500, and she was a scion of that clan. She was known as the Black Nun, and her spirit is still said to be here even today. This is not a scary ghost or an unrestful spirit. This is a calm spirit. Julia was buried at the front door of the Bonamargie Abbey underneath a cross so that people should walk over her bones in perpetuity. She is at peace, she is at rest, and you can feel that in this place. It's very beautiful, situated at the bottom of Glenshesque, just outside Ballycastle. Do come and visit her.
I am stood now at the top of the Grey Man's Path, and it is also known locally as McAnulty's Doorway. And that title comes from a story about this area, which is a really fantastic ghost story. The story of Anna McAnulty. On her way home, she regularly stopped here to take a rest, and you can see why. Sat here of an evening in the mist, she noticed on the horizon the figure of a grey man. She never paid it any real due, and then when she was making her way on home, she noticed that this figure was catching up with her. She sat down to take another rest, and the figure sat beside her. Politely she tried to engage in conversation, but this figure was doing nothing. There was no chat. She became worried and looked at him and noticed that one of his feet was a hoof, and she looked under his hood of his cloak to see the face of a horse with startling green eyes and long grey hair. She was immediately frightened and ran the whole way home. Just before she got over the horizon, she looked back to see this ghostly apparition disappear onto the waters of the Lake Dhu. Some people call it the Devil Horse of Lake Dhu, and others refer to it simply as the Grey Man, and this is the Grey Man's Path.